Everybody, welcome to this. This is On the Road with LK, a new series I'll be bringing to the channel just as a way to add more content. I'm literally walking back from work right now. Look at this walk, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that walk. That is one beautiful walk that I take every single day home from work as I'm about to indulge myself into some great pro wrestling. When I go home, I'm going to watch Smack on the WWE Network and watch the January 4th, 1999 edition of Monday Night Raw, and that review will be up probably before this gets uploaded, because actually when I get home I've got to upload it and it might take some time. So if this is uploaded after the January the 4th of 1999 edition, check that one out, because that's going to be enjoyable, because I'm comparing and contrasting what worked then to quite frankly what doesn't work now. And straight up apologies if the audio stinks, if the video quality stinks. Who gives a rat's ass? It's extra bit of content. Today's topic it could be a controversial one for many. I'm going to talk about some positives, but I'm also going to talk about some negatives about TNA Impact Wrestling. This is an interesting one for me because there's two boats you can either fall into. You're either a TNA lover, and I mean I'm TNA till I die. I am sure, I am really sure I'm TNA till I die. Or you'll be, fuck TNA, you're one or the other. And, as a reviewer, as a content creator, I try my hardest to stay not loyal to a company, but loyal to the sport. That's why the product, the company itself, is called ProWrestling.me, because we cover professional wrestling. And if you deny that, then, you're off your head. We cover Ring of Honor, TNA I cover, NXT, WWE, New Japan Pro Wrestling. I've done some Dragon Gate, done some PWG, done some TL1, done some Evolve, done some Revolution Pro Wrestling, we've even done some Progress, I felt, sometime down the line. There's so much, companies that we give content out for, but the issue is either A, no one else knows it, or B, it's just not, searched enough on the interwebs. But back to the fucking point before I get home, before the amount of waffling I'm doing here, or before someone comes and beats me up. It's not the safest place, I'm going to be quite frank. But it is safe, no one's here. But any event, TNA's positive, okay? Their roster. I like their roster. Mike Bennett, great talent. Drew Galloway, great talent. Lashley, great talent. Hides his weaknesses so damn well. You got a great X-Division. Eddie Edwards, Davey Richards, DJZ, Trevor Lee, Andrew Everett, great high flyers in their own right. Great talent roster. The Decade, what a great fucking character. What a great character the Decade are. To be honest with you, phenomenal characters. Probably the best character-driven work that I've seen TNA produce in, God knows, maybe 10 plus years. Just magnificent work, and whoever came up with the idea, give yourself a Mr. David Kokotis, Baron Horowitz. But the negative to that is, it is still at the same time, they don't create anyone, they take people. And WWE can be at this fault too. I mean, that's why I think they try so hard with a Roman Reigns, because then they can claim, hey look, he's our guy. We created him. We are the reason why this guy is big. Which is one reason why I think they're trying so hard with Roman Reigns, if I'm going to be honest with you. And also, with TNA, it's like, WWE guys gets released off to TNA. TNA guy gets released, oh, shit, where's your career gone? It's nowhere. You go that way to WWE stardom, become a multi-millionaire like AJ Styles, or you go on like that and you just do absolute jack shit. And it's a sad state of affairs, but it's the way the cookie crumbles. So the positives is a great talent roster. The negatives is they just don't create their own talent pool. I don't know what it is. They take these, even people like Trevor Lee and Andrew Everett, they spent time in PWG, ZZW, etc., etc., so they're still known. Why can't they get a guy like a Roman Reigns or a Baron Corbin, an NFL player? Why can't they get an unknown NFL player like Matt Riddle? Evolve did that with Matt Riddle, and I think that really helps. And even though I'm not a Matt Riddle fan, as you can tell from my Evolve reviews and previews, that I'm not a fan of Matt Riddle, just because the way I look at this is, if you're an NFL player coming into the WWE, or into the wrestling business as a general, in my eyes, whatever you pick first is your real passion. Okay? That's how I look at this. When I'm younger, okay, for instance me, I'm 19 years old. if I now go to football training every day and I want to become a professional football player, I then become a football player, retire because of an injury or because I lose my passion for it, then become a pro wrestler, that to me shows that my real passion lies in football, but I had to give it up, and now my new passion is pro wrestling. I don't like that. I think if you're a pro wrestler, you should. This is really, really douchey of me, because I know there could be even members of this internet infantry, people watching this right now, who didn't do it. But in my opinion, if you are a wrestler, you should have been wanted to be a wrestler from the age of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, etc., etc. You're getting the point. I've never wanted to be a pro wrestler. I mean, obviously, like when I was 6, 5, wanting to dream of teaming up with Kane in the Royal Rumble back in 2001, my first ever show I watched. Interesting fact there. But I always never wanted to, like, once I grew past 10, I wanted to cover it. I wanted to be a Dave Meltzer. I wanted to be a Wade Keller. And I think this is what, me complaining the other day, I think this could actually be what I want to do. I could quite happily go to my job now, and it's a well-paying job. I'm going to be frank with you. Earn that money. But on the side, like for instance, I finished at 10 p.m. I finished at 10 p.m. today, and now I'm walking home, and I'm going to film some shit tonight, that review, and I'm going to go to bed at like 4, wake up for 10:30, go to work, do the same damn thing. Because it's what I like to do, and I love to do, and I wanted to do it for the rest of my life. It's damn fun and entertaining. And looking at the comments when like people are complaining that you're not doing the review, that actually makes me happy, because it makes me feel that you want the review, you're craving, you want the review, which makes me want to do it. I'm not promising a Raw review this week, because I might be taking a hiatus for a while, but you are still going to get great quality content. And I'm thinking of doing this, on the road series a lot more. I think it'd be an interesting one and just different, it makes the channel different from other people. Not a lot of people do this. So it's like a vlog kind of, but it's not. Also, some negatives for me is the booking. The booking to me, quite frankly, just doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up to anything, but a reason for that could be that there's no pay-per-views anymore. There's 2 a year, and they did a decent enough job building towards the Slammiversary pay-per-view event, and you can check out our review of that. I did that last week on the channel, but there's just not enough. Like, it feels like they're not building towards anything. Like WWE, they're always building to a pay-per-view event. Ring of Honor, they're building to an iPay-per-view or on a pay-per-view event. It's they're building towards whatever. You have to build towards something, and all Impact can do is they can build towards a big match on a show. Even NXT had this problem for a very long time, where they were just doing great shows, great shows, every now and then having a great main event. But until they had the takeovers, now with the takeovers, there's something to go towards. There's something to stick around for. It's Impact. It's like, oh, okay, here's a world title matches, and that's another thing. Here is another negative. They have too many world championship matches. That is again a positive and a negative. So positive, if you want matches that mean something, it doesn't get any bigger than the world championship, especially if it's in a company. I hate to say this, but the size of TNA, they're still an internationally global company, even though it's not doing the best numbers ever. But they're still, an international global company. So, the negatives are, the more you do them, the less important they become. That's why it doesn't draw anymore. It's like, if they say Lashley's defending against Galloway next week, you're like, oh, whatever, I've seen like 17 TNA World Championship matches, where you compare it to WWE, who don't do World Championship matches on Raw, or SmackDown, or any programming. And NXT rarely has an NXT Championship match itself, unless it's a big time of match for some strange reason. I think they have done that in the past, but I mean, to my recollection, the last World Championship match on Monday Night Raw was with Roman Reigns and Sheamus. I think that was the night after the TLC event. So you got to take your mind all the way back to December of 2015 for a championship match given away on free TV. That's a good thing, because it's making the World Championship seem legit, seem important. That's a huge factor. Importance. That leads me on to the next point. Importance. When I watch Raw, as much as I hate to say it, it feels important, okay? It feels like I need to watch it as much as I hate it. Same as Ring of Honor's pay-per-views. It feels like they're important. I have to watch it because, the landscape tends to change. You see incredible professional wrestling matches. You see talents rise. But, with TNA, it's like, I just don't care. It's like, yeah, world title match there, world title match there. I just don't care. That is a huge problem with Impact. The lack of interest, my lack of motivation to even watch the thing. But now I'm recording this on a Thursday, I've yet to even turn it on. Because I just don't care. Like, I like TNA, I really do. And you know what pisses me off so much? I got to say this to the camera. They try so damn hard. They try so hard. They really do. But I just don't care. Which is half the time, excuse me, when the show sucks, when I don't enjoy the show, when I think it's awful, because the booking doesn't make sense, or, you know, the matches suck, or anything like that, I won't review it, because they're trying. I'm not going to come on, I'm not going to bury something if they're trying. If they didn't try, like WWE, like Monday Night Raw, I'm going to come on to this channel, and I'm going to bury it. Simple as that. Alright? If you try, I will not bury you. And I won't even do a show on you if you try. If you don't try, I'm going to bury you. Simple as that. So there's a quick little show for you. Nice 12-minute-ish show for you to sink your teeth into. If you like this series, put in the comments that you do and you want to see more of this. And give me a topic for the next edition of On The Road. Because I'll be able to do this more and more frequently because I'm finishing later. And I'm appreciating the time. And I'm making the most of making content. Because the more content I provide, every single piece of content, I feel that there's more views. The more views equals the more chance of gaining subscribers. The more gaining subscribers means the higher up we'll get on the SEO and the search engine on YouTube. And then hopefully one day this will become my full-time living. That's what my aim is. That's what my goal is. I'm going to grind this out. I'm going to perfect the craft of... This is fucking fucked up here. This is a bit of Bray Wyatt shit right now before I end the show. Look at this. What the fuck is that? I don't even know if you can see it. There's a couple of chairs just randomly placed in the middle of this beautiful green. And there's a farm. Look at that for a view. You know, it don't get better than that. That being said, I'm about to shoot off. I'm literally about to go home in a few minutes. My house is literally just down there. So, closing out, make sure you head over to pricing.me, KocoSports.net, that's KocoSports.net, where the world goes to cash, home for combat sports, but above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. This has been LK. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll be damn sure catching your asses down the line.